Greetings, Force Factor family. Tonight is another of our wonderful evening. We had the absolute pleasure to have one of my favorite person. Jacqueline Michelle is here from Taylor Solution. How are you, Jacqueline Michelle?
I am fantastic. I am absolutely fantastic.
And you look amazing, and you look
Thank
fantastic,
you.
by the way.
Oh, you're so kind. Thank you. I'm so glad to be here with you.
Thank you so much. So, before I jump on you with all my questions, would like to introduce yourself just a little bit to us?
Yes. Hello, everyone. My name is Jacqueline Michelle, and I am very excited to be here to give you some really good information regarding life insurance, regarding choosing life insurance, just some good information,
Yes.
make things very simple and very clear. I am someone who loves people. I really, really like people. And I really like helping people because you're important and I want to put you first. And that's what I
Yes.
do.
I love this. Thank you so much. And we love people love us. So,
Yes.
Jacqueline
Yes.
Michelle, I have a question. So, your business is Taylor Solutions, and
Uh-huh.
I know that it's all about customizing financial protection and guidance
Absolutely.
to fit each client unique needs. Now, I have a big question for you. What is the biggest mistake that people make every time when choosing life insurance, and how do you help them avoid those mistakes?
And great question. Excellent question. So what I found, and I've been doing this, goodness, since about 2015 now. So
Mm,
what I found is that there are individuals that think that all life insurance is the same, and
mm,
where they can just get something maybe from the mail or from something that comes their way, and everything is going to be the same. And to a certain degree, that's true.
mm,
But it's very important for people to get their life insurance from someone that they trust
mm,
and someone that they can talk to. And
mhm,
so it's really, really important to know what you have and what's
mm,
available to you.
mm. Yeah, this is very important that um because so on top of that too, like I find that like life insurance is one of those things that people like to put off until they need it, and usually when they need it, it's kind of like too late. But
Yes.
what's moment in your career that kind of really reinforced the importance of having the right coverage in place?
When I sit down with someone and they pull out a policy,
Mm-hmm.
um, and that policy is expired,
Mm,
that really hurts my heart because that particular individual that helped them with that policy did not explain that
mm,
that particular policy is not going to last the rest of their life. So, term policies are policies that have an expiration date on it. There's 10, 15, 20, 25, and 30-year terms. It
mm,
can be very good policies, don't get me wrong, for the right reasons. When you're trying to cover a large purchase, a large amount, like a home, and you
mhm,
really want that protection in place for a certain period of time. But what really hurts me is when I have people that believed that that was going to be there for the rest of their life. And unfortunately, they weren't told all the information. And so that really is a problem. What I've found can be really a problem.
yeah.
The other thing I wanted to share is that I've had individuals that have called me because their loved one had passed.
Mm,
Well, unfortunately, their loved one met with me, got my
mhm,
business card, but then didn't do anything, didn't go ahead and purchase
mm,
anything, and then they passed on.
mm,
And so the loved one's calling me saying, "Did so and so get a policy?" I'm so sorry. No, they didn't. There's nothing I can do at that point. So
yeah.
it's really, really critical that we go ahead and we get something in place
Mhm,
so that we can protect ourselves and our loved ones.
yeah. And then I remember, like, I think one of my friend went to a similar situation, and I think the one reason why they kind of didn't really want to getting insurance. Of course, he wasn't one of your people because if it was yours, I'm sure they would have get it because I know that you specialize in helping people with pre-existing conditions to find coverage. So that was one of the reason why one of my friend could not um get the coverage, so because a lot of people don't even realize that it's possible to get life insurance with pre-existing condition. So what is the most common myth that people believe about this specific
Mhm.
reason
Right.
concerning pre-existing condition? How do you break it down to them?
Well, the good news is that, and I'll talk about the myths, but the good news is that it can help everyone.
Yes.
Pre-existing condition, no pre-existing condition.
Mm-hmm.
Because I partner with several different companies to
Mm-hmm.
make sure that I can do that. So I
Mm-hmm.
have companies that will make sure that someone, now everybody is different, so I can't
Yes.
promise in this
Mm-hmm.
particular segment, but I'll just give you some stories, some anecdotes. So I've had individuals that have had multiple sclerosis that I've been able to
Mm.
help with. I've had people with Parkinson's that I've been able to assist with.
Oh.
Um, you know, Cancer, so forth. It really depends on um,
Mm-hmm.
the
The
severity,
individual. Mm-hmm.
the severity of the concern. But there are pre-existing conditions that I can assist with, hopefully with
Mm-hmm.
first day coverage. Hopefully
Mm-hmm.
with first day coverage. And the majority of the people that I do work with, I'm able to get them first day coverage.
Oh, I
It
love
just
that.
depends on
Mm-hmm.
kind of what the situation is. So some of the myths are that it's going to be too expensive,
Mm-hmm.
that they're not going to be able to um, able to get coverage.
Mm-hmm.
And so they just, maybe they've had a bad experience in the past or something. But the good news is that we can help them. We definitely can help them with whatever the budget is.
Love that.
Yeah.
So, Jacqueline Michelle, I love so much that your business is truly tailored. And okay, we joke a little bit about how you have that French name. So I and then you do speak some French, which I love the most, and I also love the fact that you are offering multilingual support
Mm-hmm.
to structure, couple custom policies and stuff, but also on that path of tailoring services that you offer. Can you share a time where your ability to personalize a plan made kind of like all the difference for your clients?
Well, yes. So, and yes, multilingual. So individuals that are multilingual, you know, I do have agents that I associate with that may be able to assist. In addition, so I have agents, excuse me, I have clients that
Mhm.
may want mortgage protection, for instance. So, what is mortgage protection? It's a life insurance product
Mhm.
where we can structure it so that it can actually take care of the mortgage in case of a loss,
Mm.
in case the couple, someone passes. We can structure that so that the home can continue to be paid on. One thing homeowners definitely want to make sure is that they can keep their equity
Yes.
and that it can be continued to be lived in even
Mhm.
if that couple, someone has a loss. So it's a matter of being able to kind of assess what the needs are
Mhm.
and see what I can do to make sure that I put them in the best situation possible.
Mm.
Yes.
I love that.
Mm-hmm.
So I would say I was very fortunate because from a young age I saw my mother purchasing life insurance, and I felt like I was blessed to be introduced to this product, because it really saved a lot. And then he also give me the confidence, moving forward, that anything will happen to me. Of course, something, my life will end eventually, but my kids will be covered. My children will not have to worry about, what's, after mommy. They will not have to suffer for the funeral or something like that. But sadly, there's so many people that never heard or thought of life insurance. Of I knew this before, so let's pretend some of those people are listening to us right now. What
Absolutely.
is the first question they should be asking themselves in order to get started? How can we trigger that needs of, life insurance is just that important? It's just kind of getting up in the morning, getting a glass of water in
Right.
your life. So what do you think that they should probably ask themselves moving, toward that
That's
direction?
an excellent question. So one of the things that we can kind of think of is, it's kind of like when you get ready to prepare dinner, you want to say, okay, what's in my refrigerator that I
Mm-hmm.
have so that I can prepare dinner? We should be asking ourselves, what do we have available for life's eventualities?
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately, one day that eventuality will occur, that we're not going to be
Mm-hmm.
here. What is available to me or to my family when that happens? You know, if there's a loss, what's available if I need additional income? You
Mm-hmm.
know, if I need to make sure my retirement is safe. These are questions we have to ask. And if the answer is nothing or not enough, then we know that we need to pivot.
Mm-hmm.
We know we need to pivot, just like we need to say, oh, we don't have enough in the refrigerator. We know we
Yeah.
need to go get something. So I want everyone that's listening to me to ask that question, ask that within yourself. What do I have?
Mm-hmm.
And then what do your loved ones have?
Mm-hmm.
Because we're all in the same boat together. And it doesn't have to be scary. It's not, don't even think of it as scary. Look at it as
Mm-hmm.
just putting something in place, and then you set it and forget it. You take
Yes.
care of it, you do what you have to do with it, and then you just keep living your life and enjoying your life. But it's already taken care of.
Yes. And I love that because a lot of people think that, on a financial level, everything is about, budgeting. But yes, you budget what you have, but at this moment, especially when we talk about, insurance and stuff, or life insurance specifically, we are talking about the financial planning. And I feel like a lot of people are getting overwhelmed whenever we getting into that subject. But it's so important because yes, you want to budget what you have. But at the end of the day, like you say, if you ask yourself, fine, you budget everything. Okay, what you have left from after your life? What do you have left for your children? This is when the financial planning for me, I think is very important because
Mm-hmm.
you have to literally plan that so you can now budget properly. But a lot of people just get overwhelmed. So I was thinking, like, what is one of the simplest, probably the most powerful financial habit that people can start today to help them
Mm-hmm.
secure their future? What do you what I mean, what tips you can give us?
Don't look at life insurance as a bill. That's
Mm,
really, really important. Do not look at it as a bill. It's not a bill, it's an investment in the future.
mhm,
And that's really a key. I've heard individuals say, but that's just something else I have to take care of.
mm,
But it's probably one of the most important things you can do, is just to make sure that that is taken care of every single month. So look at it as an investment, and also look at its future cash. We always like to say cash, ching
mhm,
ching. Um, Look at it as stacking cash. It's a
mhm,
cash payout. One day, it's a cash payout. And if we could start thinking about it like that, think about wealth being transferred
mm.
for the needs of the future. So that's what I want people to kind of start to think about.
Yeah, I love
Hmm.
that you say, life insurance is not another bill because sometimes people think, okay, this is like something else I have to waste my money or spend money on that.
Yep.
So at this point now, what we're looking at is like a lot of people just do not realize that life insurance is not just about the death benefit because as you explained, you literally tell us that we can build wealth with that.
Yes.
Any chance you can
Yes.
kind of break it down a little bit to help,
Absolutely.
client, to show us how to use our policies to grow and protect
Okay.
our money while we're still alive. Literally, like at least we can get some
Absolutely.
kind of benefit out of it while we can.
Absolutely. So there are policies that have what's called living benefits.
Mm-hmm.
And that is a wonderful thing that has come about. And living benefits are benefits that are available if you should need them. So I'm going to talk about living benefits and I'm going to talk about cash benefits. Okay. So living benefits are benefits that if we should, heaven forbid, become ill. Okay. So if we should become critically, chronically, or terminally ill, imagine, let's say we have a policy, let's say it's an index universal life policy or what's called an IUL. Imagine if you had $100,000 in that policy and you could tap into 90% of that. And heaven forbid you become critically ill, chronically ill, or terminally ill. So critical illness has something to do with, a heart attack, a massive heart attack, or flat on your back, a stroke, something of that sort. Chronically ill, you are 2 out of the 6 activities of daily living you cannot do. And of
Mm-hmm.
course, terminally ill. Imagine being able to tap into 90% of your policy. That's amazing. So that's
Yeah.
some policies that we do have those benefits attached to it. The other thing I want to share, especially with our index universal life policies, is that you get a very nice interest rate on that policy. So that savings component is going to build. We have customers that say, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to tap into that accrued cash benefit and I'm going to help pay a down payment on a new home.
Mm.
Or I'm going to use a portion of that for my child's tuition. Or I'm going to use a portion of that to help with my retirement. That is such an asset to have that already built into your life insurance policy. And so that you can accrue that.
Mm-hmm.
So there are policies that still have benefits attached to them that are not just for when you pass.
Mm. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So
Absolutely.
I'm gonna just leave this and then I would like people to reach out to you for more detail on that. I think for the sake of the time in the interview, you give us enough information. I'm literally I ended up had to use one of my asset as you mentioned it because I was sick I think a couple years ago and I had a situation where I needed a lump sum of money and I was able to tap into that. So I'm a
Absolutely.
I'm definitely a real witness of it. Like this is true. In case some people think you just selling it, I use it, and you can tell me nothing. Like I'm trying to get to again another financial planning position where I can purchase more life insurance than what I have. Like I feel like it's never enough based on even just what you said because it's also building wealth. Right
Absolutely.
now, it's with the markets, going up and down with real estate. I know that I can always secure my money somewhere when the time is right. I can do different type of investment, but this is definitely for me is the safest investment to do as is life insurance and other products that you offer. But then I want to switch a little bit. Um, I know that you are also a public speaker coach. And I
Yes.
feel like it's such an interesting combination with your financial services.
Mm-hmm.
How does being I'm gonna use it still and stay into the insurance department. So how can being a strong communicator can help people take control of, of their financial future. Can you just help us a little bit?
Absolutely, absolutely. So, you know, part of communication, of course, we have the public speaking piece, but the other part, just interpersonal communication, communicating with others, communicating with your family members, is the important thing is to know that it's important to have those conversations with each other about what you want, what's important to you. You know, I just had a major loss in my family. So my
Mm,
father recently passed and
I'm
he was my
sorry.
best friend. So that was just devastating.
Yeah.
And one of the things that I've noticed in talking with other clients is that their family members may not have actually had the conversations that they should have had,
Mm,
so that the family members have a better idea of what to do, how they want to be put to rest, what do they want for their services, many other things that are going to come out, such as, oh, we've got to take care of this bill. We've got to take care of these passwords. We don't know what the password is in order to get into this account so that we can close it, et cetera, et cetera. And one of the things that I do as a communicator is help the family to understand the importance of putting some things
mm,
together. So I've partnered with organizations to be able to provide kind of a way to provide that legacy. And there's a particular product that I have that I partner with, that I make available to my clients so that they can have everything written down and they can be able to communicate that information to their families. That
mhm.
is so important. Oh my gosh, it's so
Yeah.
important. And so I love the fact that I do my best to work together with the family so that they can have those conversations that are so pivotal.
No, thank you so much for that because this is definitely, I think the ghost in the room when it comes to those conversations because a lot of time it's so hard. I know definitely in my culture, it's very hard for us to, start to have those conversations because
Yes.
you start to talk about it and automatically people feel like, oh, are you trying to kill me? Are you trying to, are you projecting my, but at the end of the day, for me, I feel like we are all here on earth for a temporary time. We are going to all pass on the other side. But do we want to leave our loved one into trouble or do we want to really leave something meaningful to our loved one? Like personally, I want my kids to be able to party, be like, oh, thank you, mommy. Like my departure needs to be some type of jackpot in the lottery. Because,
Yes.
why not?
Right.
I can work 50 years of my life. I'll never will be able to save the money. I can just give it to my kids, to my children
Absolutely.
through life insurance,
Absolutely.
based on all the bank and rules and regulation and stuff. I would never, they would never be able to cash that money the same way that I'll be able to give it to them through life insurance.
That's right.
But when it comes to that, so we do have so many agents. It's almost like every other 10 friend that we have sell life insurance. So it kind of be a
Mm-hmm.
little bit hard to
Mm-hmm.
trust, because it's a big
That's right.
decision. Like you say, you don't want people to purchase some product and find out, well, this is not what I purchased. I thought I could just get some cash out of it to pay for my down payment for my house. Now, your policy will only be payable after my death. So,
That's right.
you should look for in a life insurance advisor to kind of make
Okay.
sure they're getting the right guidance because you have been doing this since 2015, so you have some idea what you can. Of course we will come to you, but past that, just how can we find the right person, some little bit of guidance to it, not just a sell pitch, but just somebody, a
Right.
really good
Right.
advisor. Hmm.
So I would say find somebody you can trust, somebody that you make a connection with. So what I do is I really let my individuals know, hey, I'm here for you. This is not about me. This is about you. And I will do everything in my power to find you something that you're going to be happy with and something that is in your budget. because that's the most important thing. So I sincerely tell my clients that because I want them to feel good about it.
Yeah.
I will say this. I became very, how do I say this? Intentional. That's the word about what I do. When I went to help someone with insurance and he had had a past cancer diagnosis. And
Mhm.
so he was in a better situation at this point. And when I told him that I could get him life insurance, first day coverage, because it had been some time, he started crying. And at
Oh,
that moment, it clicked.
mm,
This is what I need to be doing. I need to bless these people. I need to bless people with something of quality. And
mhm.
that's what I do. So to answer your question, find somebody that has a story like that. Find somebody who is intentional about putting you first.
Oh, thank you so much. So
Absolutely.
again, this is the Force Factor podcast, and we, like I promise you, I always want to bring you the realness of the realness. And Jacqueline Michelle is here for us. Like I'm definitely, and I know you from very trusted friend, and how common friend never betray me or lie to me or guide me wrong. So I'm 100% on board with you, and I
Oh,
invite people to also follow you. um I still got one more question though, Jacqueline,
sure.
because if someone is listening right now, until to that
Mm-hmm.
point
Right.
and still on the fence about getting life insurance, you know, what is, I know we share so many story and then again and so many, but it's always that one person. And guys, I know you are here listening. You are the one that's still on the fence about getting life insurance. So Jacqueline Michelle, what can we tell this person? Anything to just tell them, look, reach out to reach out to Jacqueline Michelle, please, and leave something in your comment that is valuable. Anything can we give it to them before we leave
I
here
will
tonight?
hold your hand. If you're feeling little bit on the fence, I will hold your hand through the process. Find you
Yeah.
something that you like, that you can afford, that's going to bless you and your family, and we will help you. I will help you put it together for you and celebrate with you once it's done.
Yes.
It's not scary. It's something that you just take care of, and that's it. And I'll say this too, as someone that's an instructor, I will actually make sure that I explain things so you know exactly what you have,
Yes.
and you will be confident as a result.
I love that. I
Mm-hmm.
love that. Jacqueline Michelle, first, I want to thank you so much for spending time with us on this
Thank you.
platform at the Force Factor podcast. And then I also would like to thank you again so much for, your love and your care and your availability, because this is what we need, because this is a very serious decision that we are making. I love
Mm-hmm.
that you have so many products that you can offer. I definitely love the pre-existing condition because this is my personal situation, and I know a lot of people, especially in our age range now, everybody's dealing with something. Not everybody, but some of us.
Mm-hmm.
So, and we do have a person that will be sensitive enough, to guide us through the journey. So please, so now, Jacqueline Michelle, how can we reach out to you? I will definitely post your details,
Okay.
in under the video, and they can also reach out to me. But do you have any other way we can reach out to you moving past this
Yes,
issue?
I have two ways. I'm going to give you my phone and give you my email. So my phone is area code 757-630-3796. 757-630-3796. My email is JACQS, as in Sam, inbox at gmail.com. JACQS, inbox at gmail.com. So Jackson Box. So feel free to connect with me, and I will be happy to make sure that we find something for you. First, I'm going to listen to what it is you're looking for, and then we'll do something. And I can help you in wherever you are here in the States. So I'm here for you.
Thank you so much, Jacqueline. And I would love to have you again. We can talk more deeper about the product that you use, or and
Yes,
maybe you can give us a little bit of a coaching and help us out. So I would really love
absolutely.
to have you. And I know, you know, we got a lot of stuff going on, but I so appreciate your availability tonight.
Oh,
And thank
thank
you in the
you.
name of all our listener. And you have a wonderful, wonderful evening. And may God bless you.
You too, sweetheart. And thank you to everyone that's listening.